I came from a tree. Who knows?
Running
Where'd you come
around in a
from?
marauder's attire. You're liable to give some people the wrong idea.
See, that's cool that he knows what I'm wearing. Not my problem.
Just passing you a fair warning is all. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
I never got your name. I'm Lucifer. Nice to meet you.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Why are you asking? That ain't none of your business.
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
Yes, but what does that have to do with... Why do you pay for your grave? Like, I mean, I get that, but like, I've seen the graves out here before. They're garbage. They're just dirt piles. You want me to collect what's owed you? I can do that. You're making people pay for their own graves. Why can't you collect these feats yourself? I don't care, but
4 workers
yeah.
still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special
That's a nice
case.
name.
You may want to twist his arm a little.
Yes.
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Good.
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Oh, not that guy.
Yeah? Former people, yeah. Marauder's been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards.
I see.
Well, if you're gonna go headhunting, talk to Constable Reyes back in town. She pays for marauders by the finger.
Oh, really? That's great.
Couldn't tell you. No, I mean, I'm contractually prohibited from saying anything that might reflect poorly on Spacer's Choice. Avoid it. Shouldn't have said that either. Look, forget I said anything.
What, are they making marauders or something? Yeah, these are some trash graves, man. Like, look, they're not even labeled. How many people have you guys lost? Jesus, look at this. So many dead people are here. Look at all these dead people. And these are still, like, freshly buried, too. Oh my god. You see how many graves there are? There's gotta be at least over 100 people buried here. I mean, they're everywhere. They're just back to back to back to back to back. Water. It's a very big planet you got here.
He's working at the cannery.
I'll shoot you in the face. just worried that people think I'm a marauder. Probably gonna shoot me when I walk in here. Huh. You want to end your years in luxury and comfort? You dream of walking beneath the vaulted arches of Byzantium. Early retirement is finally here. Early retirement is your ticket to Byzantium. Early retirement is Chairman Rockwell and Minister Clark's gift to you. Selection for the early retirement process is by lottery. Winners enjoy an all-expense-paid trip to their new life in Byzantium, the Jewel of Halcyon. What the heck? I'm trying to be like those, guys or whatever that do that. Huh. Theft. Of course I'm gonna steal. I don't want your shovels. Those are garbage. But I will take your pills. Anything else here of interest? Messages. What is this? Dear reader, your subscription to the Inhumor Association newsletter is expired. I'd like you to renew your subscription. Edgewater Spacious Choice property. Gravesite plots and headstones are provided by the Spacious Choice at an affordable rate. Yeah, that's okay. Password require. Ha heck. Theodore Granger. Industrial accident. Burial says successfully entered in gravesite 13F. Paid and accounted. Teddy's corpse is missing a hand. Why was it missing a hand? What's that noise? Now, one thing I do know about this is there's this room right here. I guess I'm just robbing people right now, because why not? Does no one live here? Antibiotic sports arena? What? You serious? Why does it sound like there's water running in these things, but there's not? Let's open this. No one's gonna know. Oh, fun time barrels. Oh my. What's with the X on it though? Is somebody gonna know or something? I mean, so what? It's stolen. Has a high value to it. It's $40, man. I'm assuming I can't sell it to just the average person. But I mean, I don't know what you want me to do. Just leave it there? I mean, no one's in that house. That's probably his house. To be honest, I just thought about that. But who would want to live on the outside of the city? I mean, like, I thought it was all about living on the inside because of protection. So why would you live on the outside? It's a good question. I don't know. Alright. Beautiful Edgewater. So fantastic. I'm already looking at behind houses for secret stuff. Okay, I gotta give it to this game. The music is really good.
Spacer's Choice takes care of its own. Keep your distance,
Is that
friend.
so?
Sick house is no place for a traveler.
Is that what this is? Okay. That looks pretty bad, man. Oh, is that? That looked like a bad thing. Spacer's Choice Cantina.
You read the
Obviously, I
label.
can't steal it.
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
If only McDevitt's folk hadn't abandoned us. Cannery could use those extra hands.
Nothing we can do about that.
Sure there is. We can have another zero-G.
I don't know you. Amelia Kim, Spacer's Choice Beverage Dispenser. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here.
Ah, yes. Yes, our charm. Let's
you really
use that.
think so? That's kind of you. I've been trying to keep the floors clean. You got no idea how long it takes to scrub the tiles. Guess I misreckoned you. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to be curt. We just got some problems lately. I can get you a drink if you'd like. Gotta ask you to enjoy your beverage within the premises, though. Can't risk you bringing a drink over to those deserters. You understand. Traitors. The lot of them. Bunch of folks decided they were tired of working and went out into the wilds to fend for their own selves. Town's already struggling to make quotas, even without that band of slackwits abandoning their posts. Bunch of lazy, shiftless rung leeches. Anyway, enough about them. What can I do for you? Do you now? And what makes you think Mr. Thompson wants to talk to you? He's a busy man. You want to talk to Mr. Thompson, try ignoring your duties. He'll summon you up to that great big tower atop the cannery, and you'll get yourself a proper dressing down. Go ahead. I don't see how that's any of your business.
Persuade 21. Wow.
You're the first to ask after me in some time. I'll give you that. But I don't have a story to share. My family's worked Spacer's Choice for 2 generations, and I've lived in Edgewater just about all my life. Wanted to work in the sciences once upon a time. Would you believe it? That was a wild fancy. Glad I
Oh.
disabused myself.
Yeah, what? Perceptions. You had a dream of being a scientist. What happened?
What happened, you ask? What always happens when you're dreaming? I woke up. I just didn't have the brains for it. Asked too many questions. Wasn't suited to the work.
Isn't
So I
that
did
the
the right
point?
thing and worked the life I was always meant to live. Now that I'm behind a bar, I can ask all the questions I want. Important ones. Like, when are you gonna pay your tab? And would you like another round of cold, refreshing zero-G?
Yeah.
Don't talk to me that way, please. Spent many years disabusing myself of that notion. Don't need you putting it back in my head. Lab work ain't for me. Never was. Never will be. Spacer's Choice put me where
You're
I
a
belong.
bartender.
And for that, I am grateful.
A bartender and scientist are like the same thing.
Not so fast. I told you about my life. Your turn to tell me about yours. So, what's your story?
Good. Glad you asked.
That right? Prove it. Sounds as if you've been keeping questionable company. Or spinning a tale? You're right. I don't believe you. I'd advise you to keep that story unsaid. Don't want people thinking you're a loon.
Oh, that's true.
Ugh, is this the start of a joke? If you want me to laugh at your jokes, it's a 3-drink minimum. Most folk forget where they're standing after a few drinks. Seems to me you've got a head start. Anyhow, whatever happens outside the walls is not my business. Only deserters and marauders wander out there, and I cannot tell you which I revile more. My world is these 4 walls, that door, and a row of mugs that need cleaning. Let me make something clear. Spacer's Choice has been real good to me. The town's been real good to me. I start gallivanting around outside the walls, poking around in places I shouldn't be, learning things I've got no right to know. People will talk. Won't ever
What do you
catch me
mean,
asking
got no
about the
right
world
to
outside.
know?
Else the town's gonna say Amelia's gone soft. That Amelia's pondering desertion. I don't want that.
Is that how they treat people in here?
There you go with that thinking again. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's dangerous? I've
Nope.
said enough. People come here to drink their problems away. If they wanted to face their problems, they'd go see our vicar.
Who's that? Whatever. There's the police station. Literally go in someone's house.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got in.
Just between us, Wilson deserted. Lost his nerve. Ran off in the thick of night.
You're kidding me. Damn. Always thought he was made of stern stuff.
I think he was plagued.
Huh. Hello. The Edgewater Saltuna Canning Facility strictly adheres to the Spacer's Choice standards of health and safety. See Reed if you're having trouble paying for your sick leave. We'll try to arrange wage deductions instead. Huh. Let's push button. Oh yeah, nice music.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish
you
you'd
just
spoken
said.
up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Ah.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a Marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your
Excuse me?
uniform a little more respect.
Is that right?
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Well, I'm here.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the
You said
geothermal
mostly.
plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. I am not trying to pull one over on you, friend. You were bound to run into them sooner or later. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Yes. Huh.
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak
Yes.
to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Good.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all
course.
right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
I don't need her help. Well,
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
I have one thing to say about this character, though. Companions. Combat support, enhance your skills, increase carry capacity. Nice. I do have one thing to say about this character in particular, though. She sounds a lot like that robot from Fortnite and Save the World. I know it's not a thing to be talking about Fortnite, but if you've ever played Save the World, I swear this character sounds like that woman. The voice actor. What was that?
If you could see your way to getting us our power...
Huh. I want to go in here. Alright, let's go.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry.
Where's she at?
Can we talk?
Ah, hello.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. They're neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all.
Sure, I guess.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
So we can go, what are y'all doing? What? Okay. We can go talk to the vicar. I mean, I guess. Why not? But...
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make.
Huh. But we can go see the vicar, I guess, but most likely what I'm gonna do is, as I said, you know, make different choices. I'm probably gonna, you know, help out this colony, Spacer's Choice, because there's more people here than there is people out there. So it's logical, it only makes sense. I mean, yeah, there may be some bad people here, but there's more people living here than out there.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
It's also very strange. I don't know what you would call it.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you around here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
What have you got to confess? You ain't thinking of deserting, are you?
What? No. And I resent the accusation.
Wasn't nothing but a question. Do excuse me.
Alright, well, those people over there are talking about some weird stuff. Anyways, we're gonna leave it at here, and we'll pick it up in the next episode of this. I'm excited to play through it and see what our decisions are gonna be, but we've got Parvati with us here now, and we made it to the colony, so we'll see where we go from here. I want to thank you all for joining us, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay tuned, stay safe, see you then. Bye.